Hey guys, welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile thing. Unfortunately, I don't really do this a lot, so I mean, I guess I could say this is my first deck profile on this channel, because I used to do a lot of deck profiles on my other channel, which is now Vic Says. I don't know what I'm going to do with that channel. I have a lot of ideas, but I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. But anyways, this is going to be a Raidraptor deck profile of June 2020 ban list. So yeah, quick thing, this deck is just so crazy OP. Once you get everything on the board, you can pretty much negate almost everything, which is crazy, and say no Yu-Gi-Oh to your opponent, which means that no matter what they do, they cannot activate anything on their side of the field except just normal summon a monster, and that's it. Or set cards, and they can't even activate spells and traps or anything like that, which is stupid crazy, because that pretty much disables them from playing Yu-Gi-Oh at all until you win the game, basically. And you have two of those cards on the field too to negate a lot of times. You could probably negate up to like 3 times, unless they destroy your Utopic Zexal card. But I don't know, I digress. Anyway, so we're gonna start off this video with the monsters, as you know, as deck profiles go and stuff like that. So with this Raidraptor deck, I have 3 Vanishing Lanius. These guys are your staples because they let you summon multiple times. As in, if you guys don't know what Raidraptors do, this guy pretty much, once you summon this guy, you can activate the effect to special summon another Raidraptor card from your hand, and again. It's not a hard once per turn. As long as you summon this one, you can activate it anytime. Or if you Monster Reborn this guy, you can still use its effect. So it's a pretty cool card. Very useful. Then I have your 3 Fuzzy Lanius. This guy is pretty good first turn because it lets you extend your combos, and especially if you use this with 1-for-1, which I do have in this deck. You ditch it, activate 1-for-1, summon your last tricks, activates effect, search for Fuzzy. And you pretty much lost nothing, which is great. I used to use this with Twin Twister, which is stupid crazy because it's a free destroy 2 for you, because you just search for another Fuzzy. But yeah, it's a really good card. Unfortunately, this card has a restriction where once you use any of its effects, you cannot special summon anything except for Raidraptor cards. So then we have 3 Raidraptors Mimicry Lanius. These guys are your searchers for your spell cards and stuff. Unfortunately, these do not search for your rank up magic cards, which sucks. I really wish they had a card like this, but searches your rank up magic instead of relying a lot on wise tricks to search for your rank up magic cards. But this guy is pretty good to search out your Raidraptor spells and trap support, or any of the Raidraptor cards. I usually use this to search for the my Raidraptor continuous spell searcher, and yeah. Also, it's very wise to use this card with wise tricks if you don't have this in the graveyard first turn. Like if you make wise tricks first turn, always play this guy. So when you XC summon and ditch it to the graveyard, you can activate its effect and extend your combo even more. I play 2 Pain Lanius because Raidraptor lacks the additional support, which we should be getting later in the year, maybe, hopefully, if Konami isn't stubborn about it like they are with Ghost Tricks and stuff. But right now the OCG has the newest Raidraptor support, which special summons from your hand and stuff, which is awesome. But since the TCG does not have those cards yet, I kind of decided to go with 2 Pain Laniuses. They're pretty good. Unfortunately, the restriction to this card is you can only special summon Winged Beast monsters if you Xyz summon. So yeah, I mean, Zero Fiend is a pretty good card. That's like the only Xyz monster aside from Raidraptors you can summon with using this card. Then I play 2 Tribute Lanius. This card, I don't know why, but it's pretty expensive right now. Probably because of short print or something. This guy, I guess it's okay, but once you use up all your Mimicry Lanius, this guy becomes pretty much useless. That's why I only run 2 of them instead of 3. So yeah, it's still a pretty good card, I guess, but it's only good for searching quick play rank up magics, which I believe the new support, Raidraptor Rank Up Magic support, should come out soon, so this guy is going to be pretty relevant once that comes out. I play 2 Raidraptor Last Tricks. This is good to get Ultimate Falcon first turn. I also have Cattle Call, 2 Cattle Calls. Since this deck is mostly focused on the other boss monsters instead of Ultimate Falcon, I decided to go with 2 Last Tricks instead of 3. I mean, I guess you can play 3, but if it gets too cloggy and you can't get out your other boss monsters, then it kind of defeats the purpose of this deck. So that's why I only play 2, and you can search this or summon this directly from the deck using 1 for 1. I play 2 Singing Lanius, because if you have an Xyz monster, it doesn't matter what kind of Xyz monster it is, you can special summon this from your hand, which is awesome. Pretty good card. You can overlay this with anything, Utopia, whatever, generic rank 4 monster, whatever. So it's a pretty good card, especially if you want to extend it and summon 2 Raidraptor Force Tricks first turn and stuff. So until the new support comes out, I'm gonna be using 2 Singing Lanius. Then I have 1 Sharp Lanius. This guy is a pretty good extender for Standby Phase 2, especially going second, or not going second, but on your second turn or something like that. If you have this guy, you can summon it, attack, Standby Phase 2, special from any Raidraptor monster, whether it's Xyz, Link monster, or whatever. You can summon any Link Raidraptor monster from the graveyard, which is pretty much a free monster reborn, which is pretty stupid good. So, but since you don't really use this guy very often because you're more focused on get Xyz summoning as much as you can first turn, this guy is pretty good late game. So yeah. Then I have 1 Raidraptor Booster Strix. A lot of people are going to wonder why I play Booster Strix. It's a pretty good card, especially if you're trying to protect your Raidraptor monsters or like Ultimate Falcon. Since Ultimate Falcon doesn't have like an honest Neos or any of that kind of stuff, Booster Strix is probably the next good thing. So if they play I don't know, rocket monsters that has like 5,000 attack, and they attack into it because that's the only way to defeat Ultimate Falcon, you just Booster Strix it and it pretty much gets rid of it, which is awesome. So I use 1 Booster Strix just in case. It saved me multiple times. Like I tell you, the amount of times this guy saved me from my opponent's boss monsters is insane. Then I have your trio, which is 2 Ghost Org, Snow Rabbit, and 1 Ash Blossom because I'm poor and I can't afford another Ash Blossom. Otherwise, I would have been playing 2 Ashes and 1 Ghost or something like that, or the other Ghost card. I know they released these guys in the whatever the what's it called, the box one, but I don't want to pay $40 for the box. So unless somebody wants to donate those guys to me, then you know it's whatever. Alright, that's pretty much all the monsters. Now for the spell cards. I just have to tell you, I do not have any trap cards, nor do I have... Otherwise, I would be playing... what's that one trap card? Imperial Demons? I don't know, that one that activates from hand to negate a card or something. I forgot what it was. I can't say it for the life of me, but I don't have that card because it's super expensive, and I don't want to throw $30 at a freaking cardboard card or whatever, but whatever. So for spells, I have your rank up magic Astro Force. I only run 1 because this guy is very recyclable. So instead of drawing your normal draw phase, you can just add this card to your hand, although you can't special summon anything except using rank up magic. That's the only drawback from it, but this is a pretty good card to ditch to summon Topic Zexal. So that's why I have this card in my deck. Then you have your 3 rank up magic Skip Force. These guys are pretty much god tier, the life force of your rank up magic arsenal. You can go from Force Tricks to what's the other Raidraptor monster, the level 6 one, Revolution Falcon, and then go to Satellite Cannon, and then to go to Ultimate Falcon, which is crazy good. So, and plus, you can banish 1 Raidraptor and this card from the graveyard to special summon Ultimate Falcon back onto the field. So it's like a monster reborn and a upgrade card, which is crazy. Then you have your bread and butter right here, the card that will summon your gods or your boss monsters, basically. Rank up Magic Soul Shade Force. I'm surprised this card isn't like $20 right now, because this card is so good. It's like super broken, and you'll see why. This pretty much summons any Raidraptor monster, whether it be Force Tricks, Revolution Falcon, to summon pretty much any Xyz monster you want. That's 2 levels higher than that. I don't know if this is true or not, but when I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro or whatever, the automatic Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Simulator game on my computer, for some reason, I have to, the Xyz Raidraptor monster has to be Xyz summoned first, then sent to the graveyard, then I can activate this card to rank up into like a generic Xyz monster. But I don't know if this is a rule, because this does not clarify that the monster has to be Xyz summoned to use this guy. Or like, for example, if I summon a Raidraptor, use Cattle Call, send the Xyz monsters to the graveyard to link summon, then I activate this guy and reborn it back to the field. But because it was special summon and not Xyz summon, I don't know if this would still work or not, but it does not clarify on either the Xyz monster or this card. So I don't know what's the ruling for that, but I'm assuming that you don't have to actually summon it, the monster first before going to the graveyard. So if that's the case, then this guy is super broken, just saying. So 3 of these for sure. Then Cattle Call. This is a good card to, if you don't have any monsters, or if you want to ditch your Xyz monsters to the graveyard to combo off of Soul Shade Force. I play 2. I should probably play 3 actually, but I don't know, because I usually use this for Ultimate Falcon. But since I'm focusing on the Xyz monsters until I can get a clarification that I can use this on a non-Xyz summon monster, then this is pretty good combo. That's why I only play 2 for now. 2, Raidraptor Call, because we don't have the new Raidraptor support. So I just use 2 of these guys. Pretty good. Not bad card. If you have this first turn, just summon Vanishing Lanius on the first try or whatever. It's pretty good to link summon into. So pretty good card. Then you have your tech cards, which is Masked Change Second. Yes, I do have freaking Masked Hero Darklaw in this deck, because why not, you know? It's a dark monster, you can summon it with this, and it's stupid crazy if you summon it using Fuzzy Lanius. Well, I don't think Fuzzy no, it doesn't activate because it's a non-Raidraptor card. Yeah, this guy is pretty stupid. If you use it with Mimicry Lanius, you banish Mimicry to add a Raidraptor card to your hand because it's in the graveyard, and you can special summon Darklaw and banish everything your opponent does. It's stupid. Then here's the 1-for-1 card that I use for Fuzzy or Mimicry to summon Last Tricks. It's a pretty good card. Like if you have this guy and a Fuzzy or Mimicry, ditch either both, summon Last Tricks, banish Fuzzy or Lanius or whatever, Mimicry, or special summon Fuzzy, and you can link summon right away. It's a really good card. That's why I use it. Then this is your staple Raidraptor card, your Raidraptor Nest. This guy is your searcher. Pretty much gets any Raidraptor monster in your deck to your hand. I only play 1 because usually you only need 1. I mean, I guess you can play 2, but it's kind of too much, to be honest, because if you want to get your Raidraptors, you know, Mimicry already searches for this guy, so I think 1 should be enough. Then you have your 2 Called by the Grave. I would play 3. I'm trying to decide what to do with Call by the Grave, so I can put 3 of these, because these guys are going to be essential if you want to stop your opponent from using any of the hand traps and stop them from disturbing your plays. So 3 Called by the Grave for sure. Your draw power, which is Allure of Darkness. These are staples. Unfortunately, they banish Raidraptors, but unless you're playing the level 12 Raidraptor monster that can get your Raidraptors back into your graveyard, you're never going to see Raidraptors again once you use this guy. So it can be kind of a hit and miss kind of thing. But it's still a good card to, you know, draw more cards and make this deck more consistent. Alright, now for the last part of the deck, which is the extra deck. I play 2 Ultimate Falcons because this is your boss monster basically for Raidraptors. It's immune to everything pretty much. It cannot be affected by card effects, period. That's all. If you detach 1 card, your opponent cannot activate anything. If it has a monster attached to, or it has an overlay unit, at the end of the turn, if they have no monsters, your opponent loses 1,000. If they do have a monster, all their monsters loses 1,000 attack points. So this guy is pretty broken. It's pretty OP. I win a lot of matches with this guy, and I love the Ultimate Falcon so much. And he's super easy to get out too. Like first turn, Ultimate Falcon. There you go. Then you have 2 Force Tricks. I don't play 3 because it's hard to summon 3 Force Tricks in 1 turn. Like if I can summon 3 Force Tricks in 1 turn, then I'll play 3. But only 2 is pretty good enough. So you can make some room for your other Xyz monsters and stuff. Because first turn you can pretty much make 2 Xyz, 2 Force Tricks monster and search for all the Xyz monsters you need. And it's pretty good too. Then I have 2 Satellite Cannon, basically to special summon Ultimate Falcon or rank up into Ultimate Falcon. Also, if you use this with Revolution Falcon, you can pretty much wipe all your opponent's spells and trap cards, which is stupid crazy good. So there's that too. Then you have your Link monsters. These guys are really good. I don't play 3 because I think 3 is too much. You're not going to be playing 3 Wise Tricks. Maybe the first time if it's destroyed by your opponent monster effect, summon another one to continue your combos, and that's it. And you can recycle this with Raidraptor Nest, so it's fine. 1 Zero Fiend because it's pretty good. With Painlanius, that's why I kind of have this in this deck, and plus it negates all face-up cards and it gains a huge attack bonus. So that's why I play Zero Fiend. 1 Revolution Falcon. This guy is going to be your ace card to summon the other card, so I'm going to put this on the side. You'll see why. Utopic Zexal with Utopia. If you ditch any of the rank up cards, you can summon Utopic Zexal. This is one of your boss monsters. He's pretty much gonna be like, when it's your opponent's turn, you can detach 1 Xyz monster or Xyz overlay unit, and it pretty much says your opponent cannot play anything, which is good, which is crazy good. It's stupid good. So if you want for your opponent not to play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, you know, you could just activate that guy. Then you have your Darklaw. Like I said, Mass Chain Second's too broken not to play in this deck, so that's why I have Darklaw. Just banish everything your opponent plays. Then you have your Cyber Dragon Infinity. Like I said, well, I haven't really said anything about Infinity, but with this guy, you can pretty much negate everything your opponent plays once per turn and absorb pretty much any attack position monster on the field. So if you want to get rid of 1 card on your side of the field, you can use it to absorb one of your monsters and to give more beef. But it's just stupid crazy good not to play. This is another one of your boss monsters. And last but not least, number 38. This guy pretty much negates any spells and trap cards and absorbs them, which is stupid good. I love this guy so much. So basically, to summon this guy, you use Revolution Falcon right here. So I'm gonna show you the combos and stuff for this deck. A lot of times this is gonna be your field. So you want to get rid of your Revolution Falcon by ditching it to the graveyard to summon another Wise Tricks. And once your Revolution Falcon is in the graveyard and you don't use Fuzzy at all, you can pretty much activate as many rank up Soul Shade Forces as you want, basically. So you can go Soul Shade Force, summon Force Tricks to special summon Infinity, then activate another Soul Shade Force to summon Revolution Falcon to summon number 38. This is basically, you only need 2 Soul Shade Forces to summon these guys. Then if you have if you summon Utopia and discard any of the rank up magic cards, you can pretty much summon Zexal And since Ultimate Falcon is super easy to get, you just need Last Tricks or any Raidraptor call with Cattle Call and a rank up magic, and you can pretty much just rank up magic into that. And then with Mass Change Second, if you have a Raidraptor, random Dark Monster, something on the field, you can just special summon Masked Hero, Dark Law, just like that. And this is the ideal board right here, basically. This is what your ideal board, what you're trying to do with this deck. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to pull this combo off in one turn. You can probably gradually build yourself up to this. Maybe you'll be able to summon Ultimate Falcon, Infinity, and Zexal or Dark Law in one turn. But to summon both of these at the same time would be probably the best move you probably ever made, and you probably automatically win the duel at this point. But yeah, negate pretty much anything. Negate all your opponent's spells and traps. Stop your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! During your turn. Stop your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! During their turn. And banish anything they add, and banish anything that's sent to the graveyard. Yeah. Attack for game. And that's pretty much it, guys. This is pretty much the combo, the mother of all combos, right? Well, it's not really a combo, but the mother of all boards. And this is only achievable through Raidraptors, which is crazy. But like I said, all this is possible. It just takes a little time, and that's the only downfall of Raidraptors. Like, if your opponent disturbs any of your Raidraptor cards, which this deck is super sensitive to, it's kind of hard to pull off this combo. But once you do, there's nothing your opponent can do to stop this. So, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Is there a way to improve the consistency of this deck in order for me to summon all these guys? If you have any ideas, leave it in the comment section below so all the Raidraptor fans can, like, talk about it and, like, you know, bounce off ideas. But yeah, other than that, have a great day. Have a great weekend. And see you guys later. Peace.